Hi there, I'm Claire from Claire Chancellor Coaching. Today what I want to talk about is the colours within the tarot deck. Now within the Rider-Waite, the colours are quite vivid and beautiful, and each and every single one of those colours represents a meaning and a message. Thankfully, the same colour kind of has the same message throughout every single card. And what I want to do today is to go through each of the colours to demonstrate how that theme and that message continues throughout all of the cards. I'm a little bit quirky and I like the messages within the colours of the shoes. Take notice of the shoes. Like if your attention is being drawn to their little feet or their little shoes, there's a message and there's a reason in that. If we think about the knights that show up, they're often wearing their armour. In fact, they're always wearing their armour. Those silver shoes represents needing to be prepared, ready to protect, and wanting to kind of show off your achievements. So if you're doing a reading and your eyes go straight to the armour, straight to the shoes, yeah, somebody here is wanting to show off their achievements, yet, kind of aware of those around them. So let's start with the colour white. Now, within the tarot deck, the white represents protection, purity, clarity, and we often see this colour within all of the archangels. Think about the Temperance there, where where the angel is just wearing all of that white. It's a vivid, beautiful, pure message from the spirit world. We see the white within the Death card on the white horse. And again, it's that closing of an old chapter, a message to go into the new chapter, and with that pure energy that you've learnt what you needed to, and it's time to move forward in a really powerful way. Within the Death card, we see the white flower, and each one of those petals represents the elements. It's about life, it's about purity. We've also got the hands within the Ace cards. Again, messages from spirit, pure, beautiful messages, something to really take notice of. So again, if your eye is drawn to the white within the tarot card, there's a purity here, a clear message, something to really take notice. It's bringing in a new chapter. Okay, and so if we move to the next color there of purple. Now we don't often see purple within the Rider-Waite deck, purely because when these cards were created, that purple dye, that purple ink was so expensive to create. And so we really only see it on the cape of the King of Swords. There he is with his beautiful, majestic purple cape. And what that represents is that high level of integrity, that access to that higher wisdom. Thinking about even when we look at the energy centers, the chakras of the body, that purple representing that high vibe, expansive kind of energy. And that's what the King of Swords is doing. He's really thinking at that high intellectual level. If we think about that black, going from white to purple to black, black is representing that formality. In the tarot decks, it can represent mourning, restriction. We see it a lot within the Devil card. Zero tolerance, negative emotions here, heaviness, kind of being trapped within that blackness, not being able to see a way out. Similar to the Five of Pentacles, the very black and white kind of energy there. And also the Tower. The Tower with that dark night of the soul kind of energy, the heaviness, can't see through this reality to find a solution. Now, I felt my energy just drop then. So bringing it up, let's go to something a bit more bright and cheery. Now, the blue is really, really strong in the Rider-Waite deck. The blue in the blue skies, take notice of this. This is that clarity, blue skies ahead, thinking of all of those traditional sayings that we would say, it's a beautiful day, it's a blue sky. There's hope, there's excitement. Blue within the chakras represents the communication there within the throat. And so again, we see the High Priestess sitting there in her blue gown, really contemplating, communicating to the spirit world, connecting into her higher self. We also see the blue sky of the Queen of Wands. I love that card. And then again, that's the leadership, expressing what's important, helping those move forward. So anytime you see blue in the tarot cards, it's really representing communication, clarity of mind, an essence to move forward again. Freedom is what the team just said. So Now let's move towards the green energy. Love the green. Love, love, love the green. Wish there was more in the tarot deck. So the green is always going to represent connecting into Mother Earth, that receiving of nurturing energy, feeling supported, time to grow, time to have, that peace, just like the Four of Cups, where he sits under the tree. Now, while he may be ignoring the spirit world, he really is taking time out to connect in with Mother Earth, to really recharge his batteries, to take time out from that busy world. And so when we see that green, it really is reminding us like it's time to connect in, take some time out. Mother Earth is here to support you. That's why she's here. And so you have every right to have that energy exchange with that nurturing, supportive energy. So when we move down to, oh no, the team are just interrupting. They also want to represent the green in the wreaths. We see that in the World card. The wreaths of the green there will represent that victory, nurturing yourself, time to take some time out to yourself to really celebrate. So again, that green, nurturing, beautiful energy. Now, the green is very similar to the brown, but brown is more stable, practical. We see that in the Ten of Wands. Now, while he's still connected to Earth, this is more of a getting it done step by step, practical energy. Hands-on with Mother Earth, making things happen, getting your hands and feet dirty. And so when you see the brown little shoes in all of the cards, there's a practicality to this person. There's a practicality to the message that you need to take step by step, really take action, start being practical. I actually don't think we see many brown shoes in the Pentacles. That's more of that achievement energy where they're a bit more abundant and don't really, experience the wands of the brown shoes. So then let's go to the red. Now the red is the most dominant in the Emperor card. Now red is that authority, it can be passion, it can be impulsivity. But thinking about that red within the Emperor, he rules his territory. He faces difficult situations. He has a really, not so much aggressive energy, but there is that dominance compared to the red in the Hierophant card. Now that one there is that authority, but in an elegant way, someone to watch, someone to respect. He's earned his respect rather than forcing his respect with the Emperor. So the red shows up a lot. Now we see a lot of red hats in the tarot card. Now the red within the Pentacles, especially the Page of Pentacles, the red hats represent that strong, analytical, bright mind. The ones who are thinking about the way to move forward with that leadership, that wisdom is being acquired. There's wanting to create change and change with groups of people too. And now let's move to the orange energy. Now orange we see really strongly in the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune there and the orange energy, thinking about that, the sacral chakra there. It's about creativity. It's about creating balance in your life. It's about creating that strength. And we see that in the Strength card too with the Lion. There's that need for balance, creating new ways, new solutions. And so the orange is not actually a color that I take much notice of. It's something that's not actually part of my radar, and maybe I should be. But when I see that orange energy, to me, it's a time to create, get connected to that energy of that sacral energy of, what's the possibilities. And then to finish things up here, the yellow. Oh, the yellow skies brings forward that bright joy, happy hope. It's seen a lot in the Pentacles. We see it within the Nine of Pentacles. There's that richness, that abundance. She's created that kind of gold energy around her, enjoying the sunset, enjoying the sunrise, thinking about that, the opulence of being there in that yellow, beautiful energy. We see it in the Four of Wands there. There's that emotional well-being, the happiness, the joy, the celebration that we've really created a beautiful home or a beautiful, beautiful scenery around us. There's that security. And I've got to point out with the Two of Swords, she's wearing those little yellow shoes. And that's about her knowing her value. While we don't see many yellow shoes in the deck, we do see it with people who, whether it's their clothes or their shoes, they're saying that they own their value, they know what they're worth. It may not be translated within the mind and what they're expressing to people, but they definitely know their value. So there we go. There are other colours within the tarot deck. You know, we've got the greys and some of the murky kind of mustard colours. You know, you can really start to have a look at what those colours mean for you and really understand that within each and every single colour there is a message. If you're doing a reading for someone, the yellow stands out, you know instantly that this is a bright and happy, kind of joyful energy that the spirit will want to pass over to the person who's receiving the reading. If you're seeing that purple energy in that cape and it's like, wow, okay, there's some highly regarded wisdom coming through. That blue energy is like, yeah, okay, there's something here that needs to be communicated. There's a need for that freedom, and now is probably the time to take action and really communicate that, unless it's coming in reverse, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. So really enjoy those colours within the tarot deck. If you have any questions, let me know, and I look forward to talking to you soon.